Get ready, trendsetters. The digital world is spinning faster than ever, and you absolutely cannot afford to miss the latest seismic shifts happening right now. From government crackdowns to record-breaking digital achievements and groundbreaking shifts in online creativity, we're diving deep into the stories that are defining our connected lives. This is Google Trends Hub, and we've got the pulse of the planet. Buckle up, because you're about to get the unmissable updates you need. First up, a nation takes a bold stance, wielding the power to disconnect millions. We're talking about major social media platforms facing a potential shutdown. What are the reasons behind this drastic digital move, and who stands to be impacted the most? We've got the full breakdown. Then, history is made in the world of music and digital milestones. A global phenomenon has just shattered a monumental view count on YouTube, setting a new record and proving their enduring power. We'll explore what this means for the platform and for artists worldwide. And finally, we're looking at the very future of online expression. A new report reveals a fascinating evolution in how content is created and consumed, a trend that's reshaping online culture as we know it. Stick around, because you're about to get the unmissable updates you need. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and join the conversation. You won't want to miss a single second. Digital divide, Nepal's social media shutdown. Nepal is making waves by moving to block access to major social media platforms, including Facebook, X, YouTube, and others. This drastic measure comes as these digital giants have failed to meet the state's registration requirements, a move the government claims is aimed at curbing online hate speech, rumors, and cybercrime. With a deadline of Wednesday passing without compliance, the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology announced that unregistered platforms would be deactivated. Ministry spokesman Gajendra Kumar Thakur stated that companies were given ample time and repeated requests to comply, but their inaction necessitated the shutdown. The list of platforms asked to register included Meta's Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, Alphabet's YouTube, X, Reddit, and LinkedIn. While the platforms remained accessible immediately following the announcement, the government's directive indicates a firm stance on digital regulation. This isn't Nepal's first foray into online restrictions. The country previously blocked the Telegram messaging app citing concerns over online fraud and money laundering, and had a temporary ban on TikTok lifted after the platform agreed to adhere to Nepali regulations. These actions mirror a growing global trend where governments worldwide are increasing oversight of social media companies, driven by concerns over misinformation, data privacy, and national security. Nepal's decision, however, has sparked debate, with Digital Rights Nepal President Bholanath Dungana criticizing the government's approach as controlling and a direct infringement on fundamental public rights, emphasizing the need for a robust legal framework before implementing such measures. The Federation of Nepalese Journalists also voiced objections, calling the ban a restriction on freedom of expression and the right to information. But what happens when the digital gates slam shut? Next, we're heading to the bright lights of global entertainment, where a digital milestone is setting a new record. K-pop phenomenon, BTS's YouTube milestone. History is being written in the annals of K-pop, as BTS, the globally adored septet, has officially become the first K-pop boyband to achieve a staggering 2 billion views on a single YouTube video with their vibrant 2020 hit, Dynamite. This monumental achievement was confirmed by Big Hit Music, celebrating the enduring power and appeal of the track, which has seen over 100 million new streams since December alone. Released at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, Dynamite was BTS's first full English-language single and an instant international success, famously debuting at #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart, lauded for its infectious disco-pop energy and uplifting message. This record-breaking feat arrives shortly after all 7 members, RM, Jin, SUGA, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook, reunited following the completion of their mandatory military service, a period that had put their careers on hold since 2022. The band has since announced exciting plans for their dedicated fanbase, known as ARMY. In a special livestream, BTS revealed they are actively working on a new group album, slated for release in spring 2026, with a world tour to follow. RM shared insights into the creative process, describing the members' diligent work on the new record and his commitment to making music together, aiming to recapture the essence of their early days while exploring new artistic territories. This milestone not only solidifies BTS's position as global music icons, but also highlights the immense power and reach of YouTube as a platform for artists to connect with and captivate a worldwide audience, setting a new benchmark for K-pop acts on the international stage. From breaking records to setting new trends, the digital landscape is always evolving. Get ready to explore a fascinating shift in how content is being created and consumed online. Nepal's digital gatekeeper, social media ban enforced. Nepal has officially implemented a ban on prominent social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, among others, due to their failure to register with the Ministry of Communication and Information Technology by the mandated deadline. The ministry had issued a directive requiring social media companies to register within 7 days of August 28, establishing a local presence, appointing a grievance officer, and ensuring self-regulation mechanisms. Despite the deadline expiring on Wednesday night, major platforms such as Meta, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Alphabet, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Reddit, and LinkedIn did not submit their applications. In contrast, platforms like TikTok, Viber, Wik, Nimbuzz, and Popo Live are listed as compliant, with Telegram and Global Diary in the process of approval. The decision, reportedly made at a meeting chaired by Minister of Communications and IT Prithvi Subhagurung, directed the Nepal Telecommunications Authority to disable access to unregistered sites, with the ban taking effect from Thursday midnight. Ministry spokesperson Gajendra Kumar Thakur clarified that any platform completing registration would be immediately reinstated. This move is expected to significantly impact Nepalese citizens abroad who rely heavily on these platforms for daily communication with family and friends back home. Pralhad Rijal, editor of Arthik Dainik, noted that over 7 million young Nepalese studying or working abroad would face communication challenges. Furthermore, the ban affects Nepal's potential to benefit from platforms like Facebook, which recently enabled content monetization features. The Federation of Nepalese Journalists, FNJ, has strongly objected to the ban, issuing a statement that it restricts freedom of expression and the right to information, and demanding an immediate withdrawal of the decision. They argue that imposing such a ban without providing viable alternatives undermines constitutional guarantees and journalistic freedoms. As nations grapple with digital control, the very nature of online creativity is undergoing a revolution. We're diving into a new report that reveals a fascinating shift in how content is shaping our culture. YouTube's creative maximalism, a new era of content. In a world where teens have grown up with the internet as a constant companion, YouTube has become a powerful incubator for a new generation of creators and consumers. A recent report from the YouTube Culture and Trends team, titled The Next Generation of Creativity, a maximalist moment reshaping culture, unveils a significant shift labeled creative maximalism. This phenomenon highlights how today's youth, accustomed to borderless, customizable, and participatory media, are not just consuming content, but actively shaping it. Unlike previous generations who primarily engaged with traditional film and TV, today's teens possess the tools and platforms to bring their visions to life, drawing inspiration from the video formats they've known their entire lives. They are adept creators and curators, reflecting their unique interests and worldviews through their digital output. The report's findings are based on research into hundreds of global trends over the past year, and surveys conducted with thousands of active online users aged 14-49. This generation's engagement with online discourse increasingly involves creating and interacting with video content, establishing a new visual language that is rapidly influencing the broader entertainment landscape. Creative maximalism, therefore, represents this dynamic evolution where content is characterized by its bold, diverse, and often complex nature, pushing boundaries and reflecting the multifaceted experiences of its creators and audience. It signifies a move away from minimalist trends towards a more expressive, layered, and information-rich approach to digital content creation and consumption, fundamentally altering cultural narratives and online interactions. This new wave of creativity is transforming the digital space. Stay with us as we recap the biggest stories shaping our world today. And that's a wrap on today's essential updates. Nepal is making headlines with its bold move to block major social media platforms, sparking a global conversation on digital governance. Meanwhile, BTS has smashed another incredible milestone, with Dynamite hitting 2 billion views on YouTube, proving their legendary status. We've also seen a fascinating report revealing the rise of creative maximalism on YouTube, signaling a new era in online content creation. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to Google Trends Hub for your daily dose of what's trending, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know your thoughts on these stories in the comments below, and follow us on all social platforms for more exclusive content. Until next time, stay informed and stay ahead of the trends.